going through the whole intro again. Now we can start it like this, and we can go through the series. Trust me, this is gonna be a crazy episode. Let's just start it like this.
As you can imagine, this is when things got really out of control. Luckily, those guys were interested in knowing what we'd found out. Otherwise, I doubt they'd have let us live. Of course, that blow to the head knocked me out, and I didn't know what was going on for quite a while. When I came to, I realized that we were flying in a helicopter. My head ached and pounded, and when Gina told me what happened to Clive, well, I felt absolutely awful to know they'd done away with him. I couldn't stop thinking that if I hadn't gone to the museum that night, he'd still be alive. I did my best to get over it, and decided that feeling sorry for him would get us nowhere. The sad truth was that I'd have the same fate as Clive if I didn't come up with a plan. The instinct for survival and a desire for revenge took over my thoughts, and I totally forgot about Clive. A bit later, the helicopter began to descend. I could see we were landing in a desert area in the middle of what looked like an old oil field. We were taken out of the helicopter and put inside of an old cabin. It was pretty obvious they were mainly interested in Gina. As soon as we got in the cabin, they tied her to a chair and started to beat the living daylights out of me. They put me to sleep once again with a well-aimed pistol whip at the back of my neck. When I woke up, I was all turned around and I thought my head was going to explode.
Honestly, forgot I could do chapters like this, which is gonna make the rest of the game far easier to record and edit, I think.
Ouch! Oh, my aching head. Those wretched thugs smacked me up good. I swear these insane murderers are gonna pay for this. On top of it all, they stole everything I had on me. My wallet, my car keys, my piece of amber. Everything. I'll try to get my stuff back. But the first thing I've got to do is find out what they've done with Gina and try to get out of this huge mess in one piece. There's a fairly large crack in the middle of the door.
You need a manicure, doll? Hold on. I'll go look for some pliers.
You're wasting your time, boys. I'm clueless, I swear.
I have to help Gina. Those animals are capable of doing anything.
And it's time for us to start searching this place. I think this was sped up,
A
actually.
broken arm won't keep you from talking, and it might refresh your memory.
You're wasting your time, boys. I'm clueless, I swear.
You're quite a pretty girl. You don't want to stop being pretty, do you? Well, then you better start talking if you don't want to look like a Picasso painting.
These guys are
You're
gonna
wasting
go
your
get it.
time, boys. I'm clueless, I swear.
Those bullies won't stop giving Gina the third degree.
And we're gonna burn them up, maybe.
It's one of those blower thingies that people once used to get the fire to burn hotter.
Start grabbing things. So stuff is
Maybe
gone.
needing this.
Yeah. Oh, banging the mic and all that. Ooh, nice drawing.
There's such a thick layer of dust, I can hardly see through it.
And
One
those
of
just
those windows
bars.
that just doesn't open. Wouldn't do me much good anyway with the bars that are covering it. They're mine, but those jerks broke them. I'm lucky I only have a slight case of myopia in each eye. I really use glasses as a precaution more than a necessity. Worthless! Besides the shattered lenses, the frames have been split in two.
I like how now he narrates everything, even though he should be sneaking about.
What? This is my shirt! Those jerks tore it to shreds! They couldn't even sell this at a secondhand store.
This side up, and it's not.
It's a pretty old model. I only wish, but it won't work. The cable's been ripped out.
Like, this game has, well, besides the faults that I mentioned in the previous one, it has a lot of, can you say it, like red herrings? Or things that you think you gotta do, but you don't really need to. Like those first aid kit lockers in the previous 2 chapters where you kinda, oh, there's Loctite.
All-purpose cleanser.
And you think, maybe I need to unlock it, maybe I need to get something from it, but actually you don't.
I'll take it with me, but there's no way I'm cleaning this pigsty up.
So there are things you can do and
It's just filled with
need to
junk.
do.
Most of it's all old and worn out. I don't see anything I'm interested in.
Yeah. This is one of those nightmarish pixel hunt moments again. It's this little thing. Now, piece of fruit.
I think
With
it's
the-
one of the pegs from the coat rack on the wall.
With the coloring of everything, it kind of blends in.
This might come in handy. It's a chamois. This could be useful.
Okay, what else do we need?
Fresh Bubbles, the soft drink preferred by more Americans. It weighs a ton. There's no way I can get it to move if it's full. Plugged in and seems to work since the freezer is on. I don't see any reason for doing that. The glass is so filthy the light can barely get through. Some windows just don't open. Doesn't matter anyway. It's too small to climb through.
I think we got all we need, so let's start combining.
Done. Now the chamois can be used for cleaning. Okay, that way I can get the sun to come in through the window. Let's wipe it clean. Wow, hard to believe the layer of dirt on there. Let the sun shine in. Now the glass is clean, I can see outside a little bit. Although the only thing in view from here is the desert. Some windows just don't open. Doesn't matter anyway. It's shut. There isn't even a can of soda, but it's full of huge blocks of ice. The ice is defrosting now that the sun's hitting it, but it'd be faster if the freezer wasn't on. This would go quicker if I could switch the freezer off somehow.
Yes, we can. Again, doing stuff out of order is not one of the things you can do
Done
here.
that. Now it'll start to defrost.
Just need to do it. Being specific.
Alright, now that the power to the freezer's been cut off, the lid is open and the sun is shining in on the blocks of ice. I think it'll defrost in a jiffy.
For a nerd, Brian looks really chiseled
It's been
out,
a
you know.
while. Let me see.
Chest, the muscles, everything, face.
Ice is completely melted, but now the freezer's full of water.
Oh
It's
yeah, I
made
forgot
of
the
iron, so
crowbar.
it should be sturdy and resistant.
Gonna need that. You always need a crowbar if you
Yeah,
get it.
this should come in handy.
If you can find it in these kinds of games, grab it. You're always gonna need it. Bugged out for a moment. No, we don't need to.
Ice. That's where the water drains out when you defrost the freezer. Yeah, that's how I'll empty the water out of the freezer.
Let the torrent flow. Boy, the animation on that looks so weird. Oh, dear God.
Okay, it looks like it's all empty now.
All for the sake of moving this thing.
Okay, here we go. I think I can move it now that it's empty. Cool, a trap door. I knew it! Something was telling me the solution was hiding under that heavy freezer.
Something. Really?
It's locked closed with a padlock.
Not for long, because
First,
they
I
have
gotta
a
get the padlock off.
crowbar.
Yes, I'll try to pry the padlock off. Done! Now I can get the heck out of this wretched cabin.
All alone? What about Gina?
Now that I got... Alright, I think I can slip out under the cabin. I'll be careful not to go out through the front so they don't catch me. Here we go! I made it out. I'll hide behind those rocks and think about what to do next.
Brave Brian, running away, hiding behind rocks. Oh boy.
Hello. What rock did you climb out from under, handsome?
Hi.
He's here to rescue us, girls. We're saved.
To rescue you? But I thought I was the one.
Did that lizard Jules send you?
Jules? Wait, hold on. I don't know what you're talking about. I just escaped from that cabin there. Some mafia thugs were holding me prisoner. Me and my, a friend of mine. You've got to help me set her free. Her life is in danger.
I was just in that cabin a while ago. We saw a chopper fly in, and I went there to ask for help. But some guy with an eye patch told me to do an about face and never come back there if I didn't want to become buzzard food. Listen, cutie, we're in a jam here too. We are artistes on a nationwide tour, and our bus broke down a week ago. We've been stuck in this godforsaken desert all this time.
Our driver Jules, who accompanied us on tour, went for help. And well, we haven't heard from Jules again. I bet that jerk took off with all the money we gave him and left us out here to become cactus fertilizer.
Jules said he knew of a shortcut through this hot desert, and that we'd get to Las Vegas much faster his way. I bet the swindler had it all planned out. I bet he broke the bus himself to steal our money and leave us here with a rattlesnake.
Well, I see you're not doing much better than me. But I'm sure we can work together to find a way out of here. The most important thing to me is freeing Gina. Those guys are dangerous and might do away with her at any moment. And you girls have to help me.
Don't get me wrong, but I trust guys like you less and less every day. Who is this Gina woman? Why are they holding her captive in that cabin? Who are those guys you say you're running from? And most importantly, who are you?
It's a long story, and we're running out of time. Believe me, I'm one of the good guys, and I can assure you they're the bad guys. Will you help me? By the way, my name's Brian.
Hi, I'm Carla. And I'm Mariola. Charmed.
And I'm Lula, and hey, we're with you on this, you big hunk. We'll help you out. Do you have a plan, dear?
A plan?
Of course. A plan to free your girlfriend and get us innocent lambs out of here.
She's not my girlfriend, and, well, I haven't thought of a plan yet.
She's not your girlfriend.
A handsome man like you with no girlfriend?
You don't like women much. That's it, isn't it?
Okay, she is my girlfriend. And I think I do have a plan. Just let me think a while and let the plan develop.
Develop. In the meantime, I'm gonna rehearse my new dance moves.
Yeah, and I'm going to get back to my task. And I'm going to rest for a while. I'm simply exhausted.
Think, Brian, think.
Got it.
And they're gone.
Hey! Don't you want to hear my plan?
Why don't you just wait until you got everything ready? Okay, Luscious?
Okay. Don't wear yourselves out, girls. Okay, first of all, let's go over the plan again. We've got to get the thugs' attention so they leave the house. Then, I can go in and untie Gina, and we'll escape through the trap door. When those thugs go back inside the house and realize Gina and I are gone, we'll implement part 2 of the plan. Somehow locking the bad guys inside the cabin so they can't come after us. Last of all, part 3 is finding a getaway vehicle. We seem to be in the middle of a desert, so going on foot is out. I can't waste a single moment. Gina's life is in jeopardy. Let's get down to work.
Sorry, I just love this song. I know what to do. But this is when we start with Carla, Lola, and Mariola of the crazy and weird characters. Trust me, it's just gonna get weirder from here on in. But these girls are awesome. They're gonna help us save Gina. But before that, let's continue on with collecting stuff.
Mariola, do you mind if I borrow your tanning oils?
Sorry, sugar, that's my life's blood. I still haven't acquired that bronze tone that turns macho men into love machines.
One of those typical prop trucks that actors and singers use. I think I'll take a look and see what's inside.
I don't think there was copyright claim for the song still.
A basketball.
So I think I'm good.
It's deflated and needs some stitching, but it might be of use. One of those Let's take another look and see what I find.
Gotta dig, gotta dig, gotta dig, gotta find, gotta find, gotta find.
Well, that was the only interesting thing in there.
The Divas.
That's a hot song Lula's playing to rehearse her dance step. No, I don't want to ruin a rehearsal. These folding chairs are really practical out in the country. There's no time for this. Gina's in danger.
There's anything up above?
Wow! What a sweet setup they've got here. Very chic. I like it. I see Carla's lying down and back.
They have like a 3-story bed. Awesome stuff over there.
I think it's the axle of the device that opens and closes the bus door. But it's strange. The crank that the driver uses to turn the axle is missing.
We're gonna need that. First, let's see what we can find under the bed.
It looks like a handle to something. Like a flashlight, maybe.
Yeah, you would hope.
It wasn't a flashlight after all. It's a handheld vacuum. I know I can use this. There's no way to do that manually. It's full of necklaces. I don't need any. A bunch of rings and earrings. I don't want to take any of that stuff. It's full of lipstick. Well, I'll just grab whichever. I don't plan on using any myself, but I might use it for something else. They're nice. It's okay. I'm sure the girls have plenty. Maybe I'll show how thoughtful I am by giving them to Gina as a present.
Okay, I think that's all we get for now from here. Let's see what Carla's doing. Oh boy.
Must be one of those weird cocktails that has a mix of a whole bunch of drinks. I don't think Carla would like it much if I took her cocktail away. Besides, I've never tried strong mixed drinks. It might upset my stomach. There, let's just say, stellar? Yeah, that's the word, stellar. No thanks, they're not my size. It looks like shoe repair thread, and there's a needle next to it. I'll take the needle too. Maybe I can use it somewhere. It's interesting. No, I can't picture it on my bedroom wall, to tell you the truth.
Sorry, the music is just cool.
It must be some sort of ventilation duct or drain. I can't lift it. It's stuck to the floor. It has a security closure system. You need a key to get it open. I can't do that without the key. I bet it's a souvenir from a trip to Spain. No. What could I do with it? Excuse me, Carla?
Yes, honey.
Jesus.
You look exhausted.
Utterly, darling. Listen, I was a bit indisposed when I woke up yesterday because of some stomach trouble, so I took a pill I keep just for these occasions. The trouble is, I forgot you can't mix the pills with alcohol because they knock you out. So I had a Turkish passion in the evening. I invented that nectar-like delight, by the way. Ooh, sister, you can't imagine what happened. It's like I was frozen in space. My graceful body seemed to weigh a ton. Just horrid. I'm feeling a tad better today, but I'm still a bit peaked. I need to get some beauty sleep.
PSA, everybody, do not mix your drugs and booze.
Are you gastrically challenged?
Well, look, they're just momentary bouts of pain. You know, once in a while, you overburden your system and things go out of whack.
I just happen to have a bit of heartburn. You wouldn't let me try one of those pills you take, would you?
Darn, I just ran out. When I went to take one yesterday, there were only 2 left in the bottle. I took one and dropped the other one, which fell through that grating on the floor.
And you say that if you mix those pills with alcohol, it knocks you out cold?
Let me tell you, honey, that mix is a time bomb, and the effects last for hours.
You mentioned the Turkish passion. What's in that?
Oh, that's a woman's secret, my love. My delectable blends are renowned. That Turkish passion is one of my personal favorites, but I've created many more. There's the Gentle Frenzy, Black Autumn, Love Juice, Brandy Alexandra. Anyway, there's a million, and they'll all drive you wild.
Ooh. Nice.
Can you think of any way to set my friend Gina free and get us all out of here?
Listen, sweetie pie, I'm in no condition to be thinking. But besides brawn, you seem to have brains, so I'm sure you'll dream something up. What I can tell you is not to trust that Gina girl much. She's got more lizard in her than my nicest purse.
She's smart, she knows. Predicts. Foreshadowing.
I've seen that you keep your fridge under lock and key.
Yeah, that's Lula and Mariola's doing. Those gossipy wenches accuse me of eating uncontrollably and put that lock on the icebox.
It's not like I'm fat to eat or overeat.
They haven't given you the key, have they?
No, they are hell-bent on controlling me, especially with the butter. Is it my fault if I can't resist bread and butter?
And you have no idea where the key is?
No, I know it's hidden somewhere on the bus, but no matter how hard I look, I never can find it. I don't know where those anorexic vipers keep it.
You eat for all three of you, but that's for sure. Oh boy, but I know where the key is. Don't worry.
Have you tried opening it with a hairpin? It always works in the movies.
Yeah, I've tried it all. With a screwdriver, too. And a nail file. But nothing seems to work on that damn lock.
Have you been together for long? Lula, Mariola, and you?
Mariola and I have been together for over 15 years. Back then, our stage name was Hernandez and Fernandez. Times were crazy, and our show was just divine. About 5 years back, we met Lula and created the Divas. Since then, we've acted as a threesome on the best stages this country has to offer. We've been a huge success.
I'll let you get some rest, Carla. See ya.
Toodaloo, cutie!
Well, I needed some information so I could continue with some puzzles.
I've got something like this in my car. Speaking of my car, I hope it's still in the parking lot at the Chicago Museum, so I can go back and get it when this is all over.
Oh yeah, you gotta remember to get that. Wherever we are now, which desert, you need to go
Good idea.
find it.
Maybe I can find the pill that Carla dropped.
I forgot what I need the pill for, but it's probably something important.
I'll open up the vacuum cleaner bag and see if Lady Luck is on my side. Bingo! Here's the pill. It's a stomach medicine, and according to what Carla said, it totally knocks you out if you drink alcohol with it. It's a very resistant, thick kind of thread. That's why the needle's larger than usual. They look just like Mariola's. It's metallic and round and has a pointed tip, like a missile. Part of it's
Or a bullet.
sewn, but it looks like the air chamber's intact. It can be fixed.
Let's fix it then.
Okay, I'll try to stitch it. Oh, that turned out better than I expected. I hope the stitching holds while I inflate it.
And now inflate.
Let's see if I can blow it up with this doohickey.
Doohickey
It
thingabob.
worked! You can't even tell where I stitched it up. Never thought it'd turn out so well. That doesn't seem like a...
Nope. I need to find a different way to solve that. But we are done with the stuff here. Let's go outside and talk to the girls. They're gonna give us some interesting hints on what to do.
Hey,
Aw,
you
no
know,
music.
your face sure looks familiar. I'm certain I've seen you somewhere before.
I don't think so. Unless you see me in one of our shows. But frankly, big boy, you don't seem like the type of guy that goes to the places where we usually act.
Yeah, you're right. I must be mixing you up with someone else, but, I'd swear. Oh, whatever. Forget it. I don't want to interrupt your rehearsals anymore.
Okay.
Lula!
Damn those moves. Spindle it. Lola, come on. Don't tell me I bugged out the game. No, she needs to go to the mission.
Hey, you know, I'm certain I've seen you somewhere before.
I don't think so. Unless you see me in one of our shows. But frankly, big boy, you don't seem like the type of guy that goes to the places where we usually act.
Yeah, you're right. I must be mixing you up with someone else, but I'd swear. Oh, whatever.
Okay.
Forget it. I don't want to interrupt your rehearsals anymore.
Okay.
Okay, so that's all.
No.
Okay. Back into the desert we go. And this is the first thing we get about like a mini map or a map where we can go and what we can do. This is gonna be happening a few times during the game and I think a lot in other games. But first, let's check on the tug's cabin on what's outside.
I don't want him.
There is some, yeah, we can get the bucket.
It's made of metal, and someone's beat the heck out of it. Alright, I might use it for something. It's quite an antique. It seems to be standing the test of time. I'd love to rock myself to sleep, but now's no time for a nap. It's closed. Better not walk in front of the cabin. If those thugs find me out, who knows what they'll do.
Check out something as well. But let us see what we can explore. This is the drag queen bus. This is the tug's cabin. Let's check this thing.
I think there's someone over there. I'm afraid he's not one of the good guys. He looks like a buff type of guy that might shoot you in the back. He must be guarding that barn or something. I can't let him see me.
Can I see him?
That gorilla's still there. I can't move without him finding me out.
Okay, now I know why I need the booze. Let's see if we can find him here.
I'll take a peek through that crack there. Inside is the chopper they used to bring us to this desert. Of course. Now I understand why that lummox is there. They're using the barn as a hangar and he's guarding it. I'll enter through the rear window.
Beat it.
No,
No one could beat me at this sport.
oh boy, this guy. I remember.
He can slurp those cans of beer down in just 1 or 2 chugs as if it were nothing. No way. If he catches me in here, he'll liquefy me.
No, just leave him out. I don't think I have anything else for now. I need to deal with him first. Oh, wait, I can deal with him first, I think. Just need to wait for him to pull out one beer. Because we're gonna need a few things from here.
Excellent choice.
Blue.
What Carla told me about the effects of the pill being mixed with alcohol is right. This guy will go out like a light. Fast. But it's impossible to do it without him noticing. I have to distract him somehow in order to stick the pill into the can behind his back.
Hmm. There's nothing I can do.
Good
here.
beer, I tell you.
I don't think that's a good plan.
Why? Check him with basketball. He's gonna get distracted. Oh boy, this distraction.
I don't like that.
Can't interact with anything, so gonna come back later. That's the hangar. Let's go here.
Wow! An oil well! It seems pretty old. I bet it's been running for years. It must have some deep roots. It's as dry as a bone out here in this godforsaken desert. It's large, and the shadow it casts provides a little shade from the sun. Sure. And afterward, I can roll it straight toward the cabin where those thugs are. What could that little pebble weigh anyway? 4 or 5 tons? I really think it's a waste of time.
Yeah, right. And just pushing the rock.
Undoubtedly petroleum. No,
Hi,
my car
Alice,
doesn't
you're
need
doing
an oil
good.
change for another 5,000 miles.
Your car is lost in Chicago.
No.
Probably investigated for murder because cops are there now while, you know, you're up here.
I wonder how long it's been pumping away. What for? It's bringing up black gold. Besides, it might tip the thugs off as to my whereabouts.
Could I do this with this?
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
the idea of tinting the lenses so it looks darker through them. Let's try.
You use oil to tint the lenses so they're darker. Jesus, this is ridiculous.
Done.
What happened to Brian? Brian got beat up and Brian got hot after it. You know that effect women in movies have, like they just take off their glasses, move their hair. That's Brian's case at this point. He's a very chiseled nerd. Okay, we've been to the oil well. All the stuff is gonna be here.
Wow, looks like the railroad tracks come all the way up to here. Although, judging by the look of that train car, the tracks must be from the 1800s. Danger, explosives. I'd better leave that where it is.
That's not how that works. Yeah, it kinda does. Never mind.
Empty. Why waste the energy? There are probably some explosives left in there.
Let's go to the explosive shed.
Man, it is really stuck.
There is a fun solution to that.
Pretty rickety. I don't think it would hold the weight of a person. No, it'd come crashing down.
But again, we need to do a few things in order. We can prepare for a few things, but there is an order to this. There is an order to this
Old freight
madness.
car.
Kind of, sort of.
Let's see what's inside.
There is an
Ugh, it doesn't smell very good in here.
there is an idea why we need that, even though you can't see through the.
It's chock full of screws. I think it's one of the ones they used to build the train tracks. No, I'm not going to take the whole bucket full, but I will take one screw.
One single
It's
screw.
long, so it might be good for something. Just a bunch of useless thingamajigs. I don't see anything that interests me.
Jigs, pick up a bobs, stick on my things.
One is closed and the others are empty. I don't know. It must have tar or something like that inside. I don't need those barrels.
You need those barrels.
It's rather long and has a hook at the end. I have no clue what purpose it'd serve. Besides, it'd be too hard to rip it off the wall of the train car.
Not when you have a
The base
crowbar.
is broken, and the hour hand is missing. It's very old. I don't think it can be fixed. Being that busted, I better not touch it.
Okay.
It might help get the chain off, but I really don't need it. This barrel here is the only one that's closed. Let's see if I can get it open. I wonder what's inside. Peanuts! I wonder how long they've been in the barrel.
We had coffee beans.
XXX.
Now we have
No
beans.
doubt about it, it's a barrel of gunpowder. It's too heavy. I'd be happy just to get a handful of that gunpowder out, but the barrel's closed up tight.
Well, we are gonna deal with it another
They
way.
don't look too stale, but I'll pass on doing a taste test. Yeah, I think the top of the screw might fit right into the opening on the peg.
To be fair, I'm looking like...
Presto! They fit together so well that I'll never be able to pull them apart again.
Yeah, I'm looking like I know how what I'm doing and how I'm doing this, but 90% of solutions that I came in this game when I was playing it as a kid was combine everything with everything, and then the logic behind it kind of came out. Now you see this, it's logical, but when they're separated, not so much. Also, the solution to how to get gunpowder
I
is
can
kind of...
use this to drill a hole in the barrel, no problem, but I need something to pour the gunpowder into when it starts spurting out.
We got that as well.
Aha! I'll place the bucket at the bottom of the barrel so the gunpowder falls in when I screw the hole into the barrel. I've got it! I'll drill a hole in the barrel so the gunpowder falls out into the bucket.
There is a reason we are doing this and why we need gunpowder. It's a ridiculous, bloody reason, but it is a reason. Also, why we need peanuts. Also, a ridiculous reason.
Sweet! Now the bucket's full of gunpowder.
Just
Cool.
give me a moment.
There's enough gunpowder here to last quite a while.
Okay, I think we got everything that we need here. I don't think we're gonna need the chains or more nails. Okay, I'm gonna just try and grab one.
I'm happy.
Nope, he's happy with the one he's got. And there is nothing else we can interact with. Time to go to one last location. That doesn't look like there was one, but there is. Like, you see all this? There is one more. It's this.
An airplane graveyard. And as far as I can tell, most of them are military aircraft from around the time of World War II, I'd say.
Beware the dog. What dog?
Wow! It's a string of bullets for the machine gun. It's in good shape, and I could actually use it if I find some bullets to fill it up.
You already have an idea what the bullets are.
It's a little rusty, but I bet it might still work if I grease it up.
Or lube it up.
It's all blocked up by the rust and years of disuse. I'd have to grease it up really well in order to use it.
We know where that is.
It's unbelievable how much combat planes have changed. Imagine the pilot's face if they put him at the controls of an F-18. It's an old helmet from World War II. Infantry, not a pilot.
Oh, I think I'm gonna need that as well.
It's
Yeah,
a
I
bit
know
old,
when I'm gonna need
but
it.
it might save me from any other punches.
Again.
I wouldn't mind putting myself in the fighter pilot's seat for a minute, but I shouldn't. It's probably not a good idea to get into a plane that crashed.
It doesn't have a wing and has all these
I
holes.
bet all
all
those
that.
bullet holes on the plane came from a Japanese fighter when it was shot down. Too late. Even if I plug up all those bullet holes, this bird isn't going to fly anymore.
Okay, we got the holes, we got all this. I don't think we have anything else here.
Air combat was pretty rudimentary in those days. While the pilot took charge of the airplane controls, the gunman worked his butt off with a machine gun, shooting at enemy planes. No need to get in there. Since the plane is lying on its belly, they probably used the machine gun from the ground.
Yeah, I do not think it worked like that exactly. Kind of is dangerous, the gunman can kind of fall off. In any case, logic out the window, which, trust me, this is the least illogical thing you're gonna see here. Let's deal with a few things that we need to. So, we still need to drug up this guy. Oh, well, I think we're pretty much done. This is done. We need to grab a few things here. First thing is the tarred glasses. No.
Careful,
No.
you better not notice.
Okay. Gonna replace them in a second. Nope.
Mariola, do you mind if I borrow your tanning oil?
Logic behind this?
Well, alright, take it. I think I already have a luscious tan. Tell me, honey, don't you find me irresistible?
Oh yeah, you're one hot babe with that tan. Thanks for the suntan oil. I don't plan on lying out in the sun, but I might need it for something else.
I know what I needed, but like the trick to getting that is to make her think she's got a tan by just
Contains
dimming
carrot
the
extract, perfect for that natural
plus.
tan you work so hard to get.
Okay, inside. Do we need anything from the inside?
There's so many different colors. No, I don't need any more right.
I don't think we... No, I don't think we need anything for now. Oh, but I need a distraction.
Lula! I need your help. There's a hot athlete I want to distract. And if you're the stud magnet I think you are, you may be the woman for the job.
What's this about a hot stud, you adorable little troublemaker?
Look, that guy thinks he's king of the court. And he needs a gal like you to teach him a lesson. If you could just...
Sounds deliciously tempting, but I'm busy.
But,
I don't stalk men like Mariola.
shoot. I guess flattery won't get me as far as I thought.
But you got the basket. Anyway, to answer the question in chat, the fuck is with the hippie van? Not the hippie van, it's the divas, Carla, Lola, and Mariola van. They are drag queens. Yeah, you missed the start of this episode, Alice. You need to see it. In any case, let's convince her to do some basketball.
There's something to that idea. Maybe I can get Lula to admit who she really is and get her to distract the muscle man in the barn. Lula, come look!
Hey, big boy, I didn't know you liked sports. Where did you get that basketball? Throw it to Lula. This is the ball from the first match I won my first title at.
I knew it! Give up the act, sister. You're Lou Lemaire, aren't you? And I see you can still work wonders with a basketball.
Of course, I've still got the magic touch. Why do you think I was named most valuable player in the league 3 years in a row?
Too bad that all went by the wayside when you messed up that last basket in the 95 finals, huh?
It was a personal foul, for goodness sake. That vision impaired bad of a referee didn't see it. Those journalist leeches looked the other way. Everyone in the home pavilion was blinded by my grandeur. But it was a personal foul.
Okay. Pipe down, Lula. That's all in the past now. Best not to stir up old memories. After all, who hasn't missed a basket at some point? When completely alone under the basket? While vying to win the NBA Finals? It really isn't that important.
Dare you insinuate that there was no foul,
No, of course not. Of course there was a foul. On purpose, too. What's important now is you gotta help me out by distracting that guy I told you about. Being who you are, you won't have any problem with a little competition hooping cans into a bucket, will you? I'm sure you'll beat him easy, and that way you can soften the Studley thing up a bit.
All right, you win. But with two conditions. One, that all that hearsay about my past remains entre nous. I really want to protect Carla and Mariola from this. And two, well, look. Ever since that personal foul that kept me from making that basket in the finals, I've been drained of my self-confidence. I'll probably prance up to the sky, and I won't know what to say or do. So, you have to come along and talk for me.
But that's impossible. I can't let him catch sight of me or he'll recognize me. He has to have seen me when they brought me in the helicopter.
Yes, I understand. Well, I've got it. Listen, dear, we have some of those cutesy little receivers you place inside your ear. They blend in entirely. We use them for some of our cabaret acts. Here's the plan. I stick it in, and you use the walkie-talkie to whisper my lines to me. Tell me you love the idea?
I guess it's okay. Let's try it.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing here? This is private property, so you better vacate the premises.
Well, you see, didn't you say he was an Adonis?
Calm down, Lula. Tell him you were just passing through, that you saw what nice hoops he was shooting into the tank, and that he's not bad.
Well, as I said, I was passing along and saw you toss some cans at that tank. And I said to myself, ooh, this guy's pretty hot. At basketball, that is.
Pretty hot. Very hot, you mean? I don't think you'll come across anyone that can shoot hoops like me.
Tell him you're not so bad yourself, and challenge him to throw from further away. That way, he'll get out of the way, and I can come right on in.
Well, to tell you the truth, hot stuff, I can shoot baskets just as well as you can. And from even further away.
Yeah, right. You must be joking, aren't you? You don't really think you can beat me?
Follow me if you dare, and I'll show you.
I shouldn't leave my post, but Rocco Wallace is always willing to take on a challenge. I'll laugh my head off teaching this ditz a lesson.
Anyway, I see there are quite a few empty cans around here. Ooh, look at this.
How about that? I have to admit you ain't bad, but I can do better.
I have to take advantage of this nice moment of privacy to do whatever I need to do.
With my eyes shut.
Okay, time to get this.
Okay, I can spike the beer now that the gorilla's left his cage. There we go. I hope he finishes that can before opening another. I think he's coming back. Better take off so Biceps Boy doesn't find me and ruin everything at the last moment.
Brian is such an ass when naming other people like names.
Cross your fingers.
Man, that last sip of beer was a killer. I think I'm losing it. I better have another drink.
Nope, he's out.
Congratulations, it worked! He is so tired he can barely move. Hey pal, what? Feeling drowsy, are we?
What are you doing here, Pipsqueak? I don't know how you got out of the cabin, but as soon as I wake up, I'm gonna grind you into hamburger meat. Just wait for this dizzy spell to pass, and you're gonna get it.
You're in no state to be threatening anyone, Mac. When you snap out of it, if you do, we'll be long gone. Okay, we can't waste a second. I'll go open the barn door. That chopper will get us all out of this dust bowl.
If we had a pilot.
Let's go over the plan again. We've got to get the thugs' attention so they leave the house. Then I can go in and untie Gina, and we'll escape through the trap door. When those thugs go back inside the house and realize Gina and I are gone, we'll implement part 2 of the plan. Somehow locking the bad guys inside the cabin so they can't come after us. Last of all, part 3 is finding a getaway vehicle. We seem to be in the middle of a desert, so going on foot is out. And to get away, we can use the helicopter. Don't really know who's gonna fly the thing.
They're
That
gonna
contraption
figure it
will
out.
get us out of here, even if I have to fly it myself. This is not a good time. Besides the helicopter, I don't see anything else I could be interested in. No, I'd better leave them open so I can get away quick when the time comes.
I
Okay, let's see.
can hardly move.
See what the big guy has to say.
That paint is no good. I can't really use it because it's all covered with paint. There's it, but it's full of crud.
I don't get it. What's happening to me?
The
I can hardly
stud.
move. Carla certainly wasn't exaggerating about the effects of mixing that pill with alcohol.
I don't
Better
get
not.
it.
This guy doesn't
What's
look like he's
happening
into
to me?
chitter-chatter. This wannabe Michael Jordan was using it to shoot hoops. I don't need that pile of empty cans for any real purpose.
This has importance. I just need to trigger
Hardly
it.
move.
It reminds me of one my dad used to have in the backyard. As a kid, I'd entertain myself by banging on it with a baseball bat. The truth is, I was a bit wild in those years.
Bang the bike.
I'm afraid I wouldn't get very far on it. Yum, peanut butter. Alright, maybe it will be useful at some point. I'd better carry it with the lid on.
Yeah, keep that jaw away from me. It's dangerous.
Yeah. Peanut butter, dangerous.
Dangerous? This mere little glass jar? And here I thought you were a tough guy.
It's not the jaw that's dangerous. It's the wild ants in this area.
Ants?
Yeah, they go berserk over peanut butter.
Listen, you're worse off than I thought.
Think whatever you like, moron. See that wood left over behind there? It was a nice old rocking chair. A few days ago, I left a jar of peanut butter open on it. And when I came back a few hours later, the rocking chair was just as you see it now, with a million ants all over it.
Yeah, whatever you say.
He's right.
Cans of beer and ice cubes. No, I don't have time for a drink. It's a wreck, and half the parts are missing. It must have been abandoned here years ago. I'm afraid I wouldn't get...
Let's try to empty out some
don't
Yeah,
anger.
get it.
it'd be nice for me to
What's
relive old
happening
times
to me?
and unleash some of that pent-up rage I hold within.
Unleash the rage!
Beer
Very
never had this
therapeutic, I
effect
assure
on me before.
And we got something.
It's
Alright.
one of the footrests from the motorcycle. It fell off when I hit it with the crowbar. I may be needing this.
Looks like a crank. Okay, I think we are done with here.
Huh, it's almost empty. There's just a little bit of peanut butter stuck to the jar. Nevertheless, it still gives off the unmistakable aroma of roasted peanuts.
If I find out you had something to do with the way
Shut
I'm
up, stud.
feeling, get ready to suffer.
Shut up, stud. We need to... Oh, wait.
I'm in awe over those ants.
You're lower than Bond's
No, it
gum.
won't be useful for anything right
If
now.
I find out you had something...
Okay, next up. Tracking bus. We need to get the key. And the key is gonna be inside of here.
Yeah, I think they'll fit together somehow. Perfect. Now the lever's as good as new.
How they spent a week without being able to open the fridge, we'll never know.
I'm lucky it fit onto the axle so well.
I think they're kind of anorexic, so yeah.
It works! The door closed.
And this is where we're gonna find the
It's a
key.
pocket of leather stuck to the door. I guess it's meant to hold the bus keys or something like that. Let's see what's inside. A key. I bet I know what it's for.
Let's open the door. Grab something from the fridge. It feels nice when you actually
Let's see
know.
if I'm lucky. And this key is the one to the fridge. Well, let's see what we've got here. I'll grab the butter. Looks like Carla didn't even notice. But I locked the door again just in case.
As I was gonna say, it feels nice when you actually know what you're doing in a game, and I know this, and it's mostly just coming back to me right now, not like I know this by heart. I've been playing this so many times because I had to repeat it and retry it and all that I kind of the memory is coming back of puzzles and what I need to do. It's not that I really know exactly, just
pretty big package.
It's funny.
It's weigh a pound or so. And it's brand new.
Okay, so we're gonna need this into this.
Well, using the helmet as a pot to make peanut butter may be a bright idea, but I think I should put the peanuts in last.
Okay, so we're gonna need...
It's made of bulletproof metal.
Okay,
Yeah,
butter.
I can use the helmet as a pot to melt the butter.
We're gonna
Okay,
need...
I'll put the peanuts in. Great, now all I have to do is heat it up so everything melts together nice and smooth. And ta-da! I'll have whipped up a lovely batch of peanut butter.
Before that, I'm gonna just grease this up.
It's
Standing
not
oil.
the best kind of oil to grease it up with, but it should work. Alright, I think it'll work now. Let's see how that works. Perfect. The cabin is within shooting range.
Okay, time to make peanut butter. And I think we need to go here for that, if I'm not mistaken. Back into the cabin with you.
The idea of going back in there doesn't amuse me at all, but I guess I have to.
Check up on Gina. Anything's changed, but I know it's not much.
Good thinking. With the sun beating down on the freezer lid, it must be hot enough to fry an egg. Perfect for making that tasty peanut butter. Let's leave it on the burner a bit longer so that it melts into a smooth cream. I can use the spatula from the jar of real peanut butter to stir the mixture.
Instant peanut butter.
Well, it's not real peanut butter, but I think it'll pass. And the color is certainly just like the real thing.
Yeah, the ants only care about color,
I'd
nothing
rather
else.
leave the fake peanut butter inside the helmet, instead of mixing it with the real peanut butter left in the jar.
Okay, let's check up on Gina.
You're not expecting that peepsqueak over there to get you out of this mess,
She
are you?
looks hot.
He's such a sissy. I only hit him twice, and he was on the floor like a sack of potatoes.
You're
And I mean
wasting
hot,
your
even
time,
tied up.
boys. I'm clueless. I swear.
Gina sure is brave. They won't get a word out of her.
Yeah, amazing how much time I've spent like walking around. They haven't noticed that I'm even gone, and they're still interrogating her. So we've got peanut butter, and peanut butter is for a specific reason. You know?
I wonder what kind of ants inhabit this area. No, thank you. Didn't you see the naked jungle?
There is, yeah, put hand in the anthill. Look at the anthill, yeah. There are ants around here, and if the stud was right, they really like peanut butter. So the way we can get explosives from this place is
Well, it
with
seems like a
a lot of
harebrained
peanut
scheme,
butter.
but why not?
Harebrained
Can't hurt to
scheme,
try.
yeah, right.
Let's see.
It's beyond harebrained.
Let's see if those ants show any sign of life. Jeez,
I love this logic.
unbelievable! This isn't happening. Wild beasts. Absolutely amazing! They've munched up the shack into a pile of sawdust. Luckily, the things inside have remained intact. There's enough dynamite to blow this whole place up. I think this is all I need to have a real blast. I better walk carefully with this stuff on me. If I hadn't seen what those ants did, I wouldn't believe it. I don't think that's a good plan.
Look around in the sawdust. Yeah, no, not with the ants inside. So what would be a good thing to blow up? Not this. Definitely not this. And there's a lot of things. This is too far away. So, let's just blow up the oil well. Because why not? Oil burns explosives. If you have just one explosive, use it
Fine plan.
correctly.
If I choose the right moment to blow up the well, I can draw the goons' attention. Let's put the dynamite in place.
I don't know if I need to fix something up here still.
The detonator goes behind this rock, which is perfect for protecting me from the blast. Let's go over the plan again. We've got to get the thugs' attention so they leave the house. Then I can go in and untie Gina, and we'll escape through the trap door. When those thugs go back inside the house and realize Gina and I are gone, we'll implement part 2 of the plan. Somehow locking the bad guys inside the cabin so they can't come after us. Last of all, part 3 is finding a getaway vehicle. We seem to be in the middle of a desert, so going on foot is out. We'll grab their attention by blowing up the oil well at just the right time. I hope that old detonator works and sends the well flying. This is not the right moment.
Detonate
Just
now.
wait. That well will be scattered to the 4 winds in just a few minutes.
Okay, so with this we are kind of getting close, but you think the harebrained scheme was the ants eating the shed that had the explosives in it? No. The harebrained scheme is how we're gonna keep the thugs inside the cabin after they figure out that we have escaped. For that we need to go here just so we can do this. We have
This
the
could
belt
be
rack,
useful if I get some bullets to put in it.
but we don't have any bullets. So what is bullet shaped in our inventory currently? Well, not this, definitely not this. This is kind of bullet
It's
shaped,
metallic and round and has a pointed tip, like a missile.
or a bullet. So
The lipstick fits right into the slots on this string of bullets. Too bad it's not a bullet.
oh, it's the closest thing you're gonna get. But we have
I like that idea. Turning
Have
harmless
gunpowder.
lipstick into a high-caliber bullet. Yeah. Here we go. I'll dab a little gunpowder on the base. Ready. No need to put any more gunpowder on it.
you have a makeshift bullet out of a lipstick
It
and
looks more like a
gunpowder.
bullet. And I think if I put gunpowder in the lipstick holder, I could shoot it like a real bullet.
Oh dear God, there is so much non-existent logic
Let's
in this.
see how
It's so
well it
amazing.
fits. Perfect. Now let's see if I can make some more bullets to finish filling up the belt.
Okay, and we're gonna find more bullets. The way we found the first bullet. Oh dear God, logic in this is amazing. I love this game, and it gets even
Yes,
weirder and
I'm
weirder.
taking them all.
Taking
With
them
all
all.
these, I can make a bunch of bullets.
Please, let's listen to the good
Alright,
music
with
while
all
we're
this
doing this.
lipstick, I can make 100 pursefuls of bullets. Ready. There was just enough gunpowder to fill up all the lipstick holders.
Why?
Alright, I'll fill up the bullet belt. They just slide in. Huh, what a coincidence. There's exactly the same number of bullets as empty slots.
Yes, coincidence, bullets. And this is just ridiculous.
I hope these MacGyver-style bullets work.
No, they will. It's because it's you, Brian. You made them work. You made this. Okay, let's stick them up so we can be ready for this. For the great escape.
Here we go. A-okay. Now the machine gun is ready for firing whenever I might need it. Let's go over the plan again. We've got to get the thugs' attention so they leave the house. Then I can go in and untie Gina, and we'll escape through the trap door. When those thugs go back inside the house and realize Gina and I are gone, we'll implement part 2 of the plan. Somehow locking the bad guys inside the cabin so they can't come after us. Last of all, part 3 is finding a getaway vehicle. We seem to be in the middle of a desert, so going on foot is out. We'll use the machine gun to keep them pinned inside the house. Everything is ready then. I'll go talk with the girls and put the plan in motion.
Yeah, you do that. We're gonna be doing this.
Girls,
The
listen
amazing
to
way.
me. I've got something important to tell you. I have some good news and some bad news. Which do you want to hear first?
Oh, dear boy, start with the good news, please.
I've cooked up the perfect plan to set Gina free and get us all out of here. I'll need a bit of cooperation on your behalf, but it'll be easy, so don't worry.
So what about that bad news, darling?
Well, let's see. Do any of you know how to fly a helicopter?
A helicopter.
A helicopter?
Calm down, girl. It's no problem.
Fuck yeah!
Hewitt reporting, sir. Reconnaissance pilot from the Bravo Division, sir. Windward Regiment, 2nd Battalion, Charlie, United States Marines, sir!
You're a Marine? Oh, that's awesome, Carla. I would have never guessed. Very well then, there's no time to waste. Go get your things and take them to the chopper. Then I'll explain the details of the plan and tell each of you what your mission is. Oh, and one more thing. Remember that we're flying out on a helicopter that doesn't hold all the stuff you've got in the bus. Please, just take what you need. Oh, good thing you brought just the essentials. And hey, you don't expect us to be taking the bodybuilder along too, do you?
He's really a nice boy, Brian. He just needs someone to set him on the right path.
Us girls will take care of that. The poor guy just needs a chance in life. We'll give him just what he deserves.
Okay, whatever you gals want. The important thing is this. Listen. First, we're going to cause an explosion in that oil well to distract the one-eyed guy and his sidekick. You're in charge of that, Mariola. Don't worry, it'll be simple. I've got it all planned out. You just have to activate the detonator and run to the helicopter, okay?
And how will I know when to push the button?
We'll use radio transmitters. You'll each be wearing one, and I'll give you instructions over the walkie-talkie. Lula, are there enough transmitters?
Yes, sweetie pie, no problem. There are more than enough.
Perfect, then. Lula, we'll be taking advantage of your excellent marksmanship, so use the machine gun I set up for you in the airplane graveyard. It's got a great clear shot to the cabin. If the plan goes off without a hitch, the oil well will blow up and those thugs will run out of the cabin to find out what happened, which is when I slip in and free Gina. All right, when the thugs go back inside, you'll start to shoot at the cabin to keep them from running after us, since they'll have realized that Gina's gone. Understood?
Understood? It's gonna be so much fun to slaughter those pigs, but when do I make a run for the helicopter?
Let's see, you'll still be too far from here, and you've got to give us cover while we retreat. Mariola, Gina, and I will be on board the helicopter. We'll take off and go pick you up at the plane cemetery.
Okay, but don't forget about me.
Calm down, nobody's staying on land. Carla, you'll start up the engines as soon as Mariola gets back from the oil well, okay?
Carla?
Yoo-hoo,
Yeah.
Carla!
Huh? Oh, yeah, sorry. I was just going over this flight manual.
Flight manual? Carla, are you sure you know how to fly this bird?
Why, of course. I was just reviewing certain concepts. I've got more in-flight hours than a bald eagle.
And just about the same hairdo, you old hag.
Your insides are just eaten up with jealousy.
Come on, girls, don't claw each other's eyes out. Carla, we have 100% faith in you. In our prayers, too.
This is so exciting, girl. I feel like I'm on Charlie's Angels.
Okay, enough talk. Everyone get in position. Good luck to everyone. And to myself.
Oh, the poor guy Stud is gonna get into so much trouble with these three. I don't remember if I think they show up maybe in the second
Make sure
game.
everything's set up.
I don't remember.
Hey, Mariola, are you in position?
Oh, yes, of course. Ready.
Okay, wait for my signal. Lula, are you ready?
Ready when you are, and mad about going into combat.
Perfect. Just stay alert. Carla, all set?
In position, sir. Sergeant Hewitt, prepared for takeoff.
Very good. You pay attention too. A-okay. It's time. Let the party begin. Mariola, blow up that well.
What in the world was that?
Oh man, they blew up the well.
I don't like this one bit. We gotta call the Sandrettis.
The girl's gone.
Take cover! We're being ambushed! That's impossible, crazy broad.
Fast, Lula, climb on board.
Ooh, careful with that plane, Carla.
Come on, Carla, get us out of here.
Oh!
Wait, what's the matter now?
I broke a fingernail activating that damn detonator.